Hello everyone and welcome to another video. My name is Chelsea. This is actually part 2 of my deep cleaning my kitchen. I will put the link in the description box below for part 1. If you want to go check that out, or if you haven't seen that one, check that out and then come back and see part 2. And we'll just get right into it and get started right away.
So just like in part 1 of this video, I took everything down that needed to be taken down, started from the top down, vacuumed and cleaned off all the tops of everything before I started moving down. I'm curious to know, what is your guys' favorite place to deep clean or to just clean in general? Let me know down in the comments below. What is your favorite place to clean? I think I would have to say my favorite place to clean is probably the kitchen. I like a clean house in general, but I like cleaning the kitchen because I'm in there the most, so it always makes me feel good once everything's clean and tidied up and put away. And then the deep cleaning, I always like to go through, no matter what room it is, and declutter the stuff that we don't use anymore, because that always makes me feel good. In general though, I'd probably have to say my favorite place is the kitchen. As you guys can kind of see, I was moving the stuff from that windowsill right behind my sink, because now that I put in that new faucet, which I absolutely love, I cannot open that shade all the way. So I had to pull everything out and kind of reach in there to be able to wipe the walls and the ceiling and everything down for the Also, I did end up using the same products that I used in the part 1 video, so I will link all of those. The other thing is, in the bottom of these cabinets, I ended up spraying a little bit of that cockroach spray, just like I did in part 1, because the kids' plates and things are down there, and I obviously don't want them down there in the kids' stuff. So with these cabinets in the back, I just started from top down. I pulled everything out of the top, wiped it all down, made sure everything that was there I was gonna keep, and I did end up rearranging just a little bit in here. But the top shelf is all of my Ziploc bags, reusable bags. I have some baby bottles and things in the back for future, and then like parchment paper and aluminum foil and things like that. A lot of this was pretty clean and tidy and the same from when I ended up reorganizing this part of my kitchen whenever I ended up doing that a handful of months ago, and that stayed pretty much the same and pretty consistent with how I had it. I've been very happy with it. It's worked out very well. And on the second shelf here is all of our vitamins. So I'm taking everything out and I'm condensing. I didn't end up showing you guys everything because this would have been like a really long video if I had left all of that in here, and I figured you guys didn't want to watch me like decanting kind of like my vitamins into other vitamins for a really long time. So I did end up doing that with all of the vitamins before I ended up putting them back. As you guys can see, Amy was poking her little head in there. I didn't notice that till I was editing the video. Now I'm taking everything out of the bottom shelf, and this is mostly like tea and hot chocolate and our coffee and our silverware, because we don't have a drawer big enough for our silverware in this kitchen. So I stick it in that cabinet, and it's been there since day one and worked out pretty well. So pulled everything out again, kind of decanted what I could, made sure that what the teas and stuff that were in there are ones that I was actually going to use. And then I have a friend who likes tea, so I was giving her some and then giving my mom some, so it ended up working out for the couple that I didn't end up keeping. And of course, as I went, I was wiping down all the cabinets with the orange glow and the wood cleaner as I was going. Then I wasn't forgetting a cabinet. I was doing it as I was going. as I started finishing up here on this bottom shelf, the girls wanted to help me, so they were trying to hand me the jars and vitamins and things like that. It was helpful, although I was kind of in the middle of wanting to just finish, and so that was a little bit frustrating, but I'm trying to appreciate more of that, because that's what your kids want. They want to help. They want to be a part of something just like you, so they want to be a part of the things that you're doing. So I'm trying to be more open with that and let them help me more often. So this bottom cabinet down here is where our garbage cans are. I have a shredder because there's actually a outlet down there. So I have a shredder and then a few other things that are kind of like storage stuff I don't really have anywhere else to put. And so I'm cleaning this area as well, and it does get a little gross sometimes because it is where the garbage and recycle are, but it actually wasn't too bad this time around. So pulling everything out of this hutch was the last section of the kitchen that I was going to do for this video, and I filmed it, but I didn't end up actually showing you guys everything because it would have again made this video really super long. And I just pulled everything out, wiped everything down, cleaned up the glass that needed to be cleaned up, wiped it down with the orange spray, put everything back. I also decluttered a couple of things, and it was time consuming, but I was really like on the home stretch, so I was really wanting to get it done. This last part was so satisfying because I use more in these drawers than I realized, and it had gotten so like unorganized, and so I was really excited to go through it. And as I was decluttering, then I was like, oh, I have more room to be able to actually set this up better so I can use it, and I'm not like fishing around for something when I am trying to find something. Admittedly, there were a few spots as I was finishing this that I had forgotten about until after the fact, so I did actually go back, not on film obviously, but I did go back and wipe down the wall, wipe down the pictures that were on that wall, and wiped down the like half wall that's right there. I ended up wiping the top of that down as well. And then kind of last but not least here, I wanted to show you guys all of the stuff that I decluttered. I actually ended up getting rid of a little bit more than I thought that I was going to get rid of. There was a couple things I knew that I wanted to donate when I was doing this video, but I ended up donating a bit more than I thought. So it was like a box full of stuff. So that was really nice.
Well, that's it for this video. I'm super pleased with the end result and very happy with the way it turned out. It took a little bit longer than I had originally thought that it was gonna take. I don't have a super big kitchen, but it did take a little while. So in amongst taking care of my kids and running errands and doing all the daily things that we had to do, this is just kind of what ended up working. Super happy with the result, glad that it's done. If you guys haven't already, it'd be really helpful if you hit that thumbs up button, the subscribe button, the notification bell, and left a comment if you guys would like. Those things really do help my channel grow, and we'll see you guys in another video. Bye.